these multi-grain puffed grains in Tesco, and I just thought they were amazing because per 16 grams is literally 59 calories. Fitness on Instagram. Today's video, the topic is basically how you can go on a cut and still feel like you are being fueled and you are eating enough food. What I'm going to be doing is my calories at the minute are at 1,950. When I go on any sort of cut, I track it just to make sure that I'm doing it in a safe way. But for the sake of today, we are actually going to cut these calories down to 1,500. Personally, for me, that is obviously very drastic. I don't recommend doing anything drastic like that. A cut is usually more effective when you are consistently dropping a small number, not suddenly dropping a massive amount. I don't always track macros. When I am tracking on a cut, I'm not strict with it. I don't 100% stick to the macros. I just go off the calories predominantly. Today, if I do end up ending the day feeling like I need more food, then I'll just tell you guys that and I'll be totally honest, but for the majority of the day I will be trying to stick to this challenge that I want to set myself. And the key behind all of this is volume eating. I mean, I did it naturally during the stages of like my eating disorder. I naturally ate high volume because I knew that would help me to stick to a lower calorie diet. High volume is great when you're on a cut. We're going to get on with the video. Today's Sunday, I'm going to church this morning. Another thing that I wanted to talk about was you can practice intermittent fasting. That is quite effective when you're on a cut. However, it's not always ideal because I don't get home till like 1 o'clock. It's not a strict rule for me. You don't have to do it to get results. The reason that I would intermittent fast is because calories are lower, and if I'm not starving hungry, which I'm not, then it would be a good idea to just wait till I got hungry and then start eating, so that there's less of a time frame of eating. However, because I'm out today until 1 o'clock roughly, I don't really want to be eating at like 1 o'clock when I want to train this morning. I'm also going to have a Monster this morning. I don't actually have a Monster every day, but they wasn't offering in Asda, so I got them. I always seem to justify Monsters. They're not healthy. I am going to make breakfast, I think. Yeah, I will. We gonna get going. A top tip that I learned that also helps to keep me full after a meal. That was rude. To keep me full after eating is to drink. Although I find it really difficult to actually drink a whole bottle of this before breakfast, because then I actually get too full to eat the breakfast. So it definitely works. It also means that you're a lot more conscious of getting your water in, and water is good for the body. Stop crying, stop crying, stop crying. I do take this before breakfast, and I do take this before breakfast as well. Let's take those now before I forget. I'm just going to eat my breakfast because I'm in a bit of a hurry now, and I'll show you guys the macros soon.
A few moments later.
So guys, I'm just on my way to the gym. I'm in a bit of a rush, so I'm not going to film today's arm workout. Got my Monster. I haven't even yet tracked any of the macros. Counting macros, I'm in a place now where it's not obsessive for me. I've just ate the breakfast, I feel full. It was pretty high in protein. It was a good, healthy breakfast. I know for a fact that it's not going to exceed 400 calories. We'll soon find out when I track it, but this is what I mean. I'm not overthinking it. I'm not like, oh my gosh, I need to track it quick because otherwise I might forget. I know exactly what went in it, so I will track it later on. You don't need to be constantly thinking about food when you're on a cut either, or you don't need to be constantly like obsessing over macros and stuff like that. You just kind of need to eat what you feel like and just be a bit more cautious on how much you eat, and that's pretty much the basics of it. I'm going to shut up and go to the gym, and I'll see you guys when I next eat or when I track that food, because I need to do that as well. Hey guys, so we are going to Nando's. You don't have to not have fun with your friends. You don't have to not have fun with your family. I'm going with Bev. We're going to Nando's. You can enjoy eating out while staying healthy. If you are trying to lose fat, then choosing places like Nando's is ideal because Nando's is easy to track. It's quite healthy food. Whereas obviously if you're going to go to McDonald's, then you might not have the same ability to choose the best choices, if that makes any sense. Most food places do accommodate for people who want to be healthier, and also another thing is you don't have to order like a chicken Caesar salad, which is what I used to think you had to do to be healthy. You have to order something that's going to keep you full, that's going to fuel you. I'll see you guys in Nando's. I always get water with my meal just because I don't really like getting full up on fizzy drinks, but if I do get a fizzy drink, I do get a 0 calorie fizzy drink, 0 sugar. But I just felt like water today, because why not? Hi guys, we are just taking the dog for a walk. I've just brought my water bottle out with me because I must be honest, I've barely drank any water today, and I think that's a key tip when you are, especially when you're on a cut, to help keep you satisfied. And I'm going to drink this water now. We're going to walk the dog. But we're not going to walk him, he's going to walk himself. Today I'm not really concerned about macros. I know for a fact that I'm low on carbs today, and I'm probably going to go over on protein. Because I've decreased my calories, my protein's decreased, and Nando's has a lot of protein in it, and I've basically smashed my protein goal. If I knew that that was going to be the case, I probably would have had more carbs at breakfast time. But it's not the end of the world. Probably one of the most important macronutrients to hit when you're lifting weights and training is protein, but obviously it's important not to neglect carbohydrates and fats as well. I'm just going to grab a little snack now, and that is going to be 80 grams of these watermelon balls. It could be a little less, could be a little more. And then I'm also going to have 100 mils of this just to keep me going. It just tastes delicious, and it's also plant-based, obviously, because it's Alpro. They're not like frozen watermelon, they are frozen watermelon. So it's now 20 to 6, I'm just going to have 2 of these rice cakes. So we are on to the final meal of today. I'll show you guys when it's done. I've saved the best top tip till last. It's my favourite tip for maintaining a certain body weight, staying healthy, if you're on a cut, staying fuller for longer. P.S. before I go, I just went for my evening walk and my hair got wet. My biggest top tip for high volume eating, and especially if you're on a lower calorie intake, is 100% lots of veggies, and then I just add I already added the salt, I add turmeric and paprika just for some extra taste and health benefits. So what we've got here is obviously all the veg, which I don't track to the precise gram because I just don't think there's any need. It's very low calorie anyway. And then I have a Warburton's thin with 3 slices of this chicken. I know it seems like I've had a lot of chicken, which is definitely why I've gone over my protein intake. Well, the reason that I've got it is because it was reduced, so I just thought, you know what, why not save a bit of money. So obviously I've still got some left that I can use tomorrow. And then I'm gonna have 2 more of them rice cakes. But yeah, so I've hit the macros, I've ate quite a lot of food. I feel like I've ate an awful lot of food. So I've ate an awful lot of food for 1,500 calories. Obviously, if this was like tomorrow, I would still have 500 more calories to eat, which seems like an awful lot. So it is very easy to cut in a way that you are going to be able to maintain for at least a period of time that you're cutting for, because obviously you're not going to stay on those calories forever more, especially if you're exercising as well. Just wanted to quickly finish off on a few points that I want to make before I end the video. So basically this video is an experiment. I am not on 1,500 calories, nor do I recommend that for somebody who's very active and wants to maintain and grow muscle. You need to eat to grow muscle, and that is just the fact of the matter. But for somebody who perhaps wants to set a goal for themselves, wants to challenge themselves, I do not think there's anything wrong with going on a cut, going on a diet, going on anything like that. But what I wanted to share with you guys is the misperceptions that diets and cuts get. Like, people think you have to restrict, people think you have to basically not eat when you're hungry and that you have to just basically starve. But if you use your brain a little bit, you can make the most of a cut and you can set yourself up for success. Now, I've been on cut calories today. For me, that's a drastic drop. I'm used to nearly 2,000 calories a day, yet I felt satisfied. I don't feel like I need much more food. I feel full, and I've not even ate my tea yet. I've managed to eat out without worrying about it. I just chose what I wanted, I tracked it, it was all fine. I managed to eat halloumi, which is one of those things that people don't tend to eat on diets because it's very high in fat and it's fattening, and it's, you know, it's all those things that you associate with not having when you're on a diet, basically. I managed to hit a very good protein target, which is probably why I'm feeling really full. I've managed to feel full and energetic, and I've managed to train with that. I've managed to go on my evening walk. I haven't been tired. I haven't had any cravings or anything like that. And I'm also managing to eat bread, guys, because bread is not the enemy. There's 100 calories in this thing, that is all. Bread isn't my favourite thing, I don't often have it. So yeah guys, I hope you've enjoyed the video. I hope that I see you guys more on my channel. I'd love for you to like and subscribe to my channel. I'd love for you to follow me on Instagram. I'll put my handle right here because I am starting to have more time to dedicate to my YouTube channel, to my Instagram account. I am currently training to be a personal trainer, and I'm really excited about that. I'm really excited to create content that's going to help you guys, and I'm very excited about these experiments that I'm doing, like today's experiment, and how you can not have to feel like you are literally dying just because you want to do a cut. Because like I say, there's nothing wrong with going on a cut, but obviously you've got to make sure you're eating the right foods, maximising calories. That is my main top tip for anybody that is thinking about it. Also, don't drastically cut 500 calories overnight. Definitely don't do that. I'm going back to my normal little bit of a cut tomorrow. Like, my maintenance is usually 2,100 and I'm on 1,900 at the minute, just to see how that's working for me. I am somebody who also is I can eat intuitively if I want to, and I can track macros if I want to. I don't get caught up in it. I don't think about it too much. I just sometimes track macros, sometimes I don't. Currently tracking macros just for the fun of it. I like setting myself little goals, and I just think it's fun to set goals. And I'm gonna wrap this vlog up here. I have nothing more to say other than the fact that I might have a peppermint tea tonight just to aid digestion with all the lots of veg, and I also had veg with Nando's, didn't I? I had peas. So yeah, I'll probably have peppermint tea for digestion. I do take a magnesium tablet before I sleep. I've had such a fun day. I've enjoyed this vlog. This is the kind of vlogs that I think I'm going to do in the future. So if you do have any suggestions, please just comment. Let me know what you want to see, because I really want to push this boat out further and do things I would not have thought I was going to do, and just push myself out further as well, boost my confidence a little bit, because I'm not the most confident of people. So if you do have any recommendations, hit me up. Fitness advice, health advice, training advice. I'm learning, guys. I'm learning, obviously, like I say, to be a PT. So hopefully soon I'll be able to give you genuine advice that I have trained to learn and will be qualified in letting you guys know. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and see you in the next vlog.